This is the C major scale, and let's begin. The notes of the C major scale are as follows: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And those are the notes of the scale, and they're all white keys, and it's a pretty easy scale to get. And now we're going to switch over to the triads, starting from the standard positions that you find them in, which is the root position. So the first chord, C major, C, E, G. Next is D minor, D, F, A. Next is E minor, E, G, B. Next is F major, F, A, C. Next is G major, G, B, D. Next is A minor, A, C, E. Dissonant chord, which is B diminished, which is B, D, F, and then back to C major, C, E, G. So the primary chords are the 1, 4, 5. The first degree, fourth degree, and the fifth degree. 1, 4, 5 progression. C major, F major, and G major. Those are the primary chords that you're going to be hearing in this particular key signature. So, slight review: C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. The chords of the C major scale: C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C major resolve. And that's the C major scale. Today we'll be reviewing Bruno Mars, When I Was Your Man. We'll break down these pardon me. We'll break down these chords for this song, and I have you playing this in no time. We're in the key of C major. Let's just run the C major scale very quickly, and then we'll get started. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then walking down is C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And walking up together, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. That's your C major scale. There's going to be a little variation towards the end of the chorus, but that's nothing that you won't be able to handle, to be quite honest. So let's get started. When I Was Your Man, Bruno Mars. We'll start off with the intro chords, and then we'll play the whole thing at the end. And then that's when we go into the actual chorus, or the actual verse section. Well, let's get started with the chorus notes. So the chorus, the first intro notes that we hear are the D major. I tend to make this easier for everyone by playing the D major triad position, at least in the on the left hand pattern. So you have D, F sharp A, F sharp A, D. And then the left hand simply goes down a half step with your middle finger. right here. So you slide down to a D minor 7th, which is D, F, A, D, or F, A, C. And then a C major chord. C major, which is C, E, G, C, E, G. So from the top, now I play a little bit of a pickup beat, which is simply playing these chords in a broken pattern, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can play it any way that you really want. It's more of a player improvisation more than anything. But those are the pickup beats. So D major, D minor, C major, D major again, D minor, and C major. And you play that twice, and then we go over to G major, which gives us the first kind of segue into the chords that you hear for the verse section. And we'll get started on those pretty quickly. So one more time, just the chords for the intro. D major, D minor, C, D major, D minor 7th, C major. Now don't worry about all of that in terms of speed and breaking it down. We're going to be playing this at regular speed, and at the end of this lesson we'll have it at regular pace so you can follow along. So now we have the intro completed. Now we're going over into the verse chords. So the verse chords are as follows. They're pretty straightforward. So after we play the intro, we'll go back and rewind just slightly. We're going over to the D major, D minor, and C major. D major, D minor, and C major. And then G. Okay, so a little bit of math for everyone out there. Essentially, we're going to be playing these chords either at 2 beats or 4 beats, or counting on a 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go with the addition, or with a little bit of math. Essentially, we're going to be playing 2 beats on A minor. Okay, so 1, 2, the next chord is going to be C major. When he sings same bed but it feels. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next chord is D minor. Alright, so without getting ahead of ourselves, that's the basic cadence of the song. You're going to have the A minor to the C major and etc. So either you're going to have a chord that the longest chord actually is going to be D minor with at least 4 beats to it, depending on how you want to play it. The short chords are going to be A minor and C major, and that's for the most part what you're going to be hearing. And additionally, G major is probably going to get 4 beats as well. So let's get started. Let's just play the verse section at regular pace, and then we'll break it down. So now we'll just play the verse section at regular speed.